Mtazamaji wa Mnyasa Media, karibu sana kwenye channel yako ipendwa ya Mnyasa Media. Ni kuombe sana wewe mtazamaji ambaye bado hujaweza kujiunga nasi, ni kuombe sana uweze kubonyeza neno subscribe ili uweze kuwa na familia ndani ya Mnyasa Media, ili uweze kupata taarifa zote ambazo zinatokea muda wote saa yote, na sisi tutakuletea hapa moja kwa moja. Leo hii bwana, Rais wa Shirikisho la soka ama mpira barani Afrika, Patrice Motsepe, ameweza kuzungumza mambo mengi kweli akiwa ndani ya jiji la Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, akiongozana na viongozi wengine waandamizi ndani ya shirikisho hilo la mpira wa miguu barani Afrika. Na katika mambo mengi ambayo Patrice Motsepe ameweza kuzungumzia ni kuhusiana na swala zima la AFCON, ambapo inaonekana kwamba AFCON huenda ikaweza kupelekwa mbele, jambo ambalo limeweza kukanushwa na Rais Patrice Motsepe, akisema kwamba AFCON lazima ifanyike katika nchi ambazo ziliweza kuomba, kwa maana ya Tanzania, lakini vile Kenya pamoja na Uganda, na AFCON iko pale lazima ifanyike 2027. Ndicho alichoweza kukisema Rais wa Shirikisho la mpira wa miguu Patrice Motsepe, akizungumza na vyombo vya habari ndani ya jiji la Dar es Salaam. Na mtazamaji wa Mnyasa Media, na mimi nimeona nikuletee hapa moja kwa moja kile ambacho ameweza kukizungumza Rais wa Shirikisho la mpira wa miguu Afrika kafu, Patrice Motsepe, uweze kumsikia. Huyu hapa.
My deep gratitude to our leadership from EXCO. Really, CAF and African football should be so proud of each and every one of the EXCO members who are here today. And I really want to say how proud I am listening to some of the comments and some of the advice that was made in the meeting, because I was yesterday in Brussels during the UEFA Congress, and I usually go there to see how are we comparing as Africa with the best in the world, and UEFA is indeed the most successful by many standards. And listening today to the views, the guidance and advice, we can be proud. The quality of people we have who lead African football are world class. And of course, we've got our brand new president of CECAFA, who's from Eritrea. Very proud. And I want to express my deep gratitude to our vice presidents. Thank you so much for your leadership, and thank you for your guidance, and thank you for advice, and thank my brother Wallace, our brother Wallace Karia, for hosting us, and our brothers, the president of Kenya football, very well, and our vice president from Uganda. Thank you so much. It's important that I specifically wanted the first meeting after the AFCON to be here in Tanzania, and just to re-emphasize what I said in Morocco, which is that the AFCON next year in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Uganda is going to be enormously successful. And I saw, as I said, over the last few days, I see lots of media speculation, whether it's social media or even, I'm told, in the Guardian, the Guardian newspaper in London, one of the most respected newspapers in the world, that there was an allegation that I am here to tell Tanzania and Kenya and Uganda that I'm taking away the AFCON because our three countries are not going to be ready. that's totally unfounded. Sometimes, I say certain things and the media just either say something totally opposite or, like in this context, that I am enormously confident that we will succeed. Will there be challenges? There are always challenges. I had a big challenge in Cameroon. Soon after I became president, I was told by the people whose views I respect that Cameroon is not ready, you have to take it away. And they gave me recommended a number of countries which were ready because they had the infrastructure. But we have to believe in ourselves as Africans. We have to believe in our people and recognize that there'll be challenges, but like we did in Tanzania, I remember like we did in Cameroon. Cameroon was a huge success. And when we went to Côte d'Ivoire, the president of Côte d'Ivoire is here, same problem. Lots of media saying Côte d'Ivoire will never be ready and we should take it away. But as I said, that principle that has made us in African football to succeed is because I was very clear, CAF was very clear, African football was very clear that we're going to work together despite any challenges. And AFCON next year in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, is going to be enormously successful. One of the reasons why I was insisting that the CHAN takes place in our three countries, even though I recognized we were all working very hard to be ready last year in February. But when it was clear to me that we were not ready, I was also clear in my mind that we would all work together and have a CHAN last year, August, which was the most successful CHAN. Just one final point I want to say so that I can close this. I was at the World Economic Forum in Davos, and I've been going to these big meetings with some of the most prominent businessmen and heads of state, and there's always a huge obligation on us from Africa, as well as a huge commitment by all of us to make sure that we show our people that we can host an AFCON, we can host a football competition like the best in the world. We've just had the most successful AFCON in the history of this competition in Morocco. We had an enormously successful AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire. We had a successful AFCON in Cameroon. But we also have to send a message to all of our people on the continent that we believe in our capacity to succeed. We believe in our capacity to be as good as the best in the world, because we have the skills and also we have the self-belief and the integrity. And that's why I really hope I will not hear this. I hope nobody will ask me that question as well. Whether the AFCON is going to be taken away or whether it's going to be in Kenya, Tanzania. You can ask me whatever question you want. If you want to ask me, go ahead and ask me. But I'm just emphasizing that I have a huge amount of confidence, and I'm going to work very hard, and we are all going to work. The EXCO is going to work hard. My vice presidents are going to work hard. I'm so proud of Wallace, the president of football in Tanzania. I'm so proud of Mohamed, the president of football in Kenya, and I'm proud of my vice president, our vice president in Uganda. I'm proud of Magogo. And let me repeat, there will be information in the media over the next few months that this stadium is not ready, this pitch is not ready, the grass is not ready, there are not enough hotels, and we'll fix those challenges. We're going to have a celebration. And I was very proud, and I can say it as the president of the 54 football nations in Africa. I was so proud, Wallace, of how Tanzania played. Wallace? Yeah, I want to see you, Wallace. You are hiding somewhere, I don't know.
No.
Yeah. I go forward, you go backwards, I go backwards, you go forward. I was so proud of how Tanzania played in Morocco. Very, very proud. I was so proud of how Uganda played. And in my head, Mohammed, I was also proud of how Kenya would have played. And we are going to use this competition to identify the best talent amongst our young boys and girls. And East Africa is going to be a powerhouse of the best football on the continent. As much as West Africa is a powerhouse, North Africa is a powerhouse, Southern Africa is a power. So let's put that aside. And I really want to thank President Samia, Madam President Samia. Please pass our deep gratitude to her for her commitment and for her support. And it's that sort of confidence and commitment, Wallace, by Madam President and by the government and the people of Tanzania that gives me a huge amount of confidence that we're going to succeed. And do the same, President Ruto was sending a beautiful selfie around, or a video of the beautiful stadiums. Please pass our regards and say that we are thankful for his support and the people of Kenya. And my brother, please, President Museveni, the same, and the government of Uganda and the people of Uganda. Now, I have to go and talk about Morocco. And the first thing I want to do about Morocco, the huge love and the passion we have for football. 180 countries, Lux, 180 countries were watching the AFCON on television. It's exciting. Remember, we've got 54 countries in Africa. So 126 countries from outside Africa are saying that African football is enormously attractive and they're keen to watch it. So we'll release those numbers later, but we are enormously proud and enormously excited about the extreme and immense success. Two other issues. I had said to you in Morocco that CAF, our objective is to have an AFCON or the equivalent of an AFCON every year. Not every 2 years, every year. And the AFCON as we know it now, we want to increase it to 28 countries. And as we said, that will take place once every 4 years. But remember, the AFCON as it is currently constituted is an important part that we want to maintain, at least under the name of the African Nations League, have that coming together every 2 years. So every year there will be, we also want to build this regional or zonal competition, because when you've got Tanzania play Uganda, or Tanzania play Kenya, or where you've got Cote d'Ivoire playing Senegal, or Nigeria playing Ghana, or Mozambique playing South Africa, we want to build football at grassroots level, but also one of the important objectives of the African Nations League is to contribute to the development and growth and investment in football infrastructure in every single one of our 54 nations. Why this African Nations League was also critical is there are still The number is about 12 or 13. It has come down from 22. Nations, and it varies, that don't play football in their countries. You cannot build football if the spectators and the fans cannot watch their national team, their football clubs play in their country. So we are confident that this African Nations League will contribute enormously to the improvement in the stadiums, because every nation has to play, every single one, not the 24 nations. Every year, 54 nations have to play. And I was saying to Wallace, last year when they had the Confederations Cup, and I gave instructions as the president of CAF that we wanted the Confederations Cup final to be played in Dar es Salaam. Now, people say other things, and which are factually incorrect. We gave an instruction, but when the feedback was that Dar es Salaam did not meet the Mkapa Stadium, did not meet the requirements, I said fix it, because we want full stadiums. I don't want Simba to be playing in Zanzibar. I love Zanzibar, but I want a full stadium in Mkapa. I want Yanga. Where's Yanga? They must play in front of a full stadium here at Mkapa. I love Zanzibar, but it hasn't got the same capacity. It will get there over time. So we do understand that at times people will make statements which are contrary to the clear instructions, and so that's why we came today. When I leave here, I'll be going to the Wallace is listening in Swahili to my translation. When I leave here, I'll be going to the stadium. When CAF started the African Football League, we insisted that the opening match must be here in Tanzania. It was all of the top countries, all of the top football clubs, but we told Gianni Infantino, we're going to get into the plane and go to Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam, because this country has got exceptional talent. So I'm going there now to go and see the beautiful work, the improvement of the infrastructure and the stadium in preparation for next year. We don't have time. But I'm excited about the passion and the commitment of Madam President. I'm excited about the passion and commitment of President Ruto and President Museveni. So we will be enormously successful next year. Have I forgotten anything? You okay? Have I forgotten anything? All right. So let me just see quickly here, because they always say, President, there's something else you should have said. I don't know what it is. And maybe some of them will come. So we have to believe in ourselves, in our people as Africans. And when I say believe, I'm talking about believing that we can host and we will host an extremely successful AFCON in our three countries. You know what? We took the wrong, you took the wrong document. I don't know, you left the right one elsewhere, but it's fine. Let me see. No, it's okay. All right, so if there are any questions, we will answer those questions. If you just say who you are, tell us which media you come from, and you can join us if you want to go and visit Benjamin Mkapa. We will be announcing in due course the date of when the competition will start. It's going to be next year, June, July, so we'll tell you specifically what date. And I was saying to Wallace, of course there's a draw, but in a legal, ethical, moral sense, I don't want we have to do in Africa what is done all over the world. I can't have Tanzania playing Brazil in the opening match of the AFCON.